Or dip it right into the gravy, mix it all up, girl, and then you have the fries on the side, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's my order. One of those three things is usually my order at a diner. I'll be very honest with you. If I'm ordering and you're coming to my house, I just usually order it all and then I keep it in the fridge and have it left over. So there's that. So I love a good diner. You know, they know Miss Huger there, the Grand Dame. I love when they call her the Grand Dame on air. It's amazing. The guy, they have a donut. I don't like donuts. I'll be honest with you. I like a muffin in the morning with my coffee. I love a good cookie, white chocolate cookie. I love a peanut butter cookie. I love a sugar cookie. I don't really like chocolate chip cookies, but I don't like a donut. Yeah, if a donut's in front of me, but I really would rather not eat a donut. Really. It's a great place in the Hamptons on Main Street, Sag Harbor, Grindstone. Anyone like a donut, you're going to the Hamptons, Sag Harbor, go to Grindstone. Um, there's that. So there you go. So Gizelle is supporting her. You know, this goes with what Karen says later in the episode. She sits around the table and she's mob bossing it at that, the Hatitude party, and we'll get into all that. And she's like, who's with me? Because I agree. This is what I love. This is what I love. I've said it before. I'll say it again. When we do the life coaching on the weekends, people pay the rates. We do the life coaching. I have regulars. I am really into, and I really am here to help people. But I mean, mostly it's podcast and business consulting. But when I do the life coaching, I'm just like, listen, I mean, you can lead a horse to water. Everyone has to water. God, I'm so New York today. You have to get everyone there on their own. But like, life is so easy. And I realize, like, look, I'm not an insensitive bitch when we're doing this on the weekend one-on-one, but it's just, I see things very clearly. And everybody who knows me knows that don't call me, don't call me when you are at the restaurant down the street and your boyfriend is 15 minutes late to meet you and you're sitting there. I don't fucking care. Don't call me when you go on a second date with a guy you really like and you think this is the one and he ghosts you. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you get ghosted. I don't care if you're mad at your boyfriend because you had a fight. I don't care if your friend is being annoying. I don't care about any of your stupid fucking trivial life problems. I really don't care. And my friends know, don't tell me about your stupid fucking relationship that isn't going well after a year. The person is not into you. Break the fuck up and have a goddamn backbone. I don't want to hear about any of that. So I don't want to hear about it at all. I don't want to hear about any bullshit, stupid, small fucking life problems. I don't give a shit. I really don't. But when something big happens, I'm like a Gizelle. I'm like a Tom fucking Sandoval. I mean, after all this bullshit, Jax is now getting a divorce from the woman he thought he was going to be with for the rest of his life. And he said recently, surprisingly, the one person that's there for him more than others is Tom Sandoval. And I believe it. I totally, totally believe it. I believe that Sandoval is that person. That Sandoval is calling Jax and is there for him. Now, granted, Tom also, went through hell in his life, and so it's misery loves company. But I'm that person, and maybe Gizelle is just that girl. As she says, this isn't, for a show. This isn't for this. This isn't for that. It's really like I've known Karen a long time, and when I heard the car crashed, I just really was like, oh my God, is she okay? Maybe Gizelle is that person. And I'm telling you, for someone as cold as me, who just said, I don't give a fucking shit about any of your small, trivial problems, when people have life issues and I'm there for them, I think I'm like a Tom Sandoval or a Gizelle. Kind of sometimes, except for people that really know me, I think people are shocked because I'm, in a way, the last person you think would really be there. But I'm there for that. I'm there for the Aaron Leachies, whose father has just passed away in the real world, whose mother has cancer, who is going to, treatments and getting a wig. I'm there for that stuff. Call me for that. Call me for, I'm Jen Shaw and I just screwed over the elderly and I'm now going to fucking prison. When you're in my life and like it's something real, call me for that. I really do, because I'm a great friend when it comes to that shit. You're mad at your boyfriend. Please don't even send the text. I won't even acknowledge you as a human being and respond. I don't want to hear it. I don't have time for it. And I actually don't give a fuck. So I love this side of Gizelle. We're going to see as the season goes on. But I love also a Gizelle and Karen moment. I love transformations in relationships. Gizelle and Karen never went, dark. Yes, we heard about hot boxes and Sing Sings, but I think they know that they need each other for the show. I love the relationship. And maybe Gizelle is like the Tom Sandoval, that she is just there in a real time of need. And this is a time of need for Karen. This is legal. She crashed the car. Is this a call for help? I'm there. If I was friends with Shannon Bedore, I would stick by her. I would not be doing anything else. Tamara says she's stuck by her. We'll get into that. But there you go. So, also, I would really be there for Karen. Let's not forget, as she reminded us, she lost her mother, then she lost her father 7 months later. Yeah. So she's been through a lot. She hasn't processed it. No judgments. And that's the other thing. I don't judge anybody. The only person I fucking judge is myself. And let me tell you, man, and this is why I think I'm so good with giving advice to others. I was really fucking hard on myself when I was young. Now, girlfriend, because I judge myself really not at all now in my old age. I judge myself with work, but even that, I'm so kind to myself compared to when I was younger. So, no judgment. I never judge anyone else. And, yeah, Karen is, you lose your mother, you lose your father 7 months later. It's a lot to go through. And, it's a lot to go through. So there you go. So it's understandable that Karen is acting out and possibly masking her pain through drinking. And there you go. So, yeah. And we find out in the diner, she's not going to have a drink there. They say there's no drink. Now we meet Stacey Rush, and shocker, she's been. So first of all, don't you love how this shit works? Karen says Stacey's a friend of mine. She's being introduced through Karen. We all know how this works. And it turns out that the girl doesn't have a ring on, and they're talking about it. And then it turns out she's been separated for a year, and Karen's shocked to find this out. Now, I'm only saying this because, right, like, does everyone realize we're contradicting ourselves right before our very eyes? That this is a very good friend of Karen's, and she doesn't even know she's separated, not for a day, not for a month, not for 2 weeks, for a year. Obviously, you don't even fucking know her. We drew a Venn diagram, and the closest connection was Karen Hugart, and we're going to say you're her friend, even though you don't really know each other, because she doesn't know you're fucking separated for a year. So there's that. I think that's funny. And there you go. Mia, we have Mia. There's only one person bothering me on this show. We have Mia's not even bothering me. She's being okay. Well, here's the thing. Whereas I find Jessel and Jenna, the Jays, Jenna and Jessel